Hey Canucks fans, the Vancouver Canucks have been defeated by the Edmonton Oilers 4-3 in Edmonton on a night where McDavid gets his 100th point in only 53 games, on a night where Leon Draisaitl gets his 500th career point, and on a night where Adam Larsson hits his 600th career game. Lots of milestones for the Oilers, but let's talk about it all. Here's what I liked, here's what I didn't like, and here's one other thing. What I liked the fact that the Canucks battled back twice from deficits. They came from behind 2-0, and they tied it up 2-2 in the middle of the second period. Then they went down 3-2, and then they tied it up again at 3-3 before they gave up the eventual game-winning goal to the Oilers. But the fact that the Canucks, they could have packed it in 2-0 down early on the road. They could have packed it in, but instead they fought back, like I said, for tying the game up twice. And I thought that was good. I thought that showed good resolve, good compete level, and I'm certainly not going to blame the Canucks' effort tonight. So I like that. I like secondary scoring. Travis Boyd scoring his first goal as a Vancouver Canuck on a good effort there. And I also like Tyler Gravac scoring his second goal in as many games. And I vlogged about him earlier today. I said, I called Travis Hamonic an unsung hero. Tyler Gravac is making a case for at least a consideration to be our fourth line center next season. So let's imagine that Beagle does not come back. Let's imagine that Sutter is, isn't re-signed. And when I say Beagle, whatever his injury is. And then hopefully, of course, Pettersson's healthy. So you have Pettersson, Horvat down the Miller. Let's say you want to keep Miller as a wing. You're going to need both a third and fourth line third and fourth line centers. So with Gaudette traded, with Madden traded 2 years ago, really, you're looking at maybe Boyd, maybe Gravac, maybe Cole Lind gets a shot. Maybe those are the three guys that are battling for third and fourth line center roles, i.e. Travis Boyd, Tyler Gravac, and Cole Lind. Regardless, love Gravac's game. Again, two goals in 2 games, and his stat line looked really good. He was a +1. He had 3 shots on goal, and he had 3 hits in basically 10 minutes of ice time. So pretty good production from Tyler Gravac. So the secondary scoring is something I liked as well. I thought Demko played pretty good, made 30 saves on 34 shots. The 4 goals that beat him, maybe you want him to score, save that first one from McDavid. But otherwise, the other 3 couldn't really do anything about it. It was cross-ice passes, usually set up by McDavid, Puyarvi, and then Draisaitl twice. So not much you can do when you have that much firepower coming at you. So I did like Thatcher Demko's game, and I thought JT Miller had a good game too. He scored obviously that first goal, that nice breakaway goal, and then he it looks like he had 2 shots on goal as well, and then played a lot of ice time, 24 minutes of ice time, 6 minutes on the power play, and another minute and a half shorthanded. So I thought it was a solid game for JT Miller overall. So the 4 things that stood out to me that I liked: the fact that the Canucks came back twice, the fact that they got secondary scoring from both Boyd and Gravac. Gravac especially, I like his game. I like the fact I like Demko's game, and I thought JT Miller was pretty good. Okay, there are a bunch of things I didn't like. The first one, special teams. Again, the Canucks go 0 for 5 on the power play, and there are a couple of them where they barely got in the zone and didn't really set up or get any chances. So that first power play unit, obviously you're missing Elias Pettersson on that unit, and I don't think they have a lot of time to practice, and it's showing. So I do not like the special teams. They go 0 for 5 on the power play, and they had 2 in the third period, a chance to tie up the game, and they only went 2 for 4 on the penalty kill. So again, Mike Clay's special team stats, the CSTS, where you basically add up 0% on the power play, and you only add up 50% on the penalty kill. Yes, the Canucks had a CSTS of only 50%, which is really, really bad. You want to be at least, 100, and over 100 is better. So 0 for 5 on the power play, only 2 for 4 on the penalty kill. I get you're playing against McDavid and Draisaitl, but still, maybe you shouldn't have had those back-to-back penalties, Myers and Hamonic, not only because you go 2 men short, but then those are 2 of your 4 defensemen that kill penalties, right? So Schmidt and Edler being the other 2. So just not a good look at the end of the second period there to give up the game-winning goal at the end of the second. So special teams is the biggest thing that I didn't like. I thought a couple of guys struggled a little bit. I thought Lind wasn't as noticeable today. I even thought Besser, even though Besser was on the ice a lot, 22 minutes of ice time, he still gives the puck away quite a bit. He was only 2 giveaways credited to him, but I thought he gave the puck away a bit more than that. I'm not ragging on him. He's been one of our best players this season, but you want to see guys like Besser and Horvat and other guys step up in big games like this, or at least in opportunities to help the team tie the game up, but not for lack of effort, I should say. So no, maybe I take that back. It's not like I didn't like Besser's game, but I just know, maybe because he's on the ice so much, I do notice when he makes mistakes. Kind of like Tyler Myers on D. When he makes mistakes, you notice. But it's also maybe because he's 6'7". But so I didn't like special teams, and I didn't like the first period wasn't great. Canucks only got 5 shots on goal, and they gave up the goal to Connor McDavid 45 seconds in. After 2 straight games where the Canucks scored first, 34 seconds in, 31 seconds in. This time it was the Edmonton Oilers scoring 1 minute in the game, and it was Connor McDavid, the first of his 4 points. So I guess that's the thing. That's the one other thing today. 100 points in 53 games. That is amazing stuff. On pace for 155 points in a full 82 game season. That's a total we haven't seen in the last little bit, and I think the broadcast put up a stat showing best points per game of all time, and McDavid is already 4th on that list. Of course, there's Gretzky, there's Lemieux, there's Mike Bossy, and there's one other person I can't remember. But for him to be 4th overall in history at 1.41 points per game, whatever it is, amazing stuff. And you just knew. You could tell that they were talking about it all night on the broadcast, but you can see in warm-up, you can see in the very first shift, every time McDavid gets the puck, it is crazy. It is scary how fast he is. And he's a one-man zone entry, I should say, especially on the power play. You notice it. They get set up within 5 seconds when they're outside the zone because of McDavid's speed. And you can see the difference it makes when you're setting up where you have a 5-man unit like the Vancouver Canucks that they can't even set up over a full 2 minutes. And McDavid only takes them 5 or 10 seconds to set up. And that's why the Edmonton power play did go 2 for 4. But obviously the best player in the game right now, it's unfortunate that it happened against the Canucks, but we got to see it. We've seen it over the past few games, just how good he is. And another 4 points tonight. Pretty amazing stuff. The Vancouver Canucks they retweeted the Edmonton Oilers tweet saying, "Congratulations, Connor." And then the Canucks also tweeted out as well. I was fine with it. I actually thought it was quite the classy move. I know there's some people saying, wait till after the game, or why are you fraternizing with the enemy? But no, this is a pretty substantial milestone. Maybe you could have waited till after the game, but in a season like this, it's not like we're battling Edmonton for a playoff spot. I don't think it was the end of the world, and I had no problem with that tweet going out from the Vancouver Canucks. All right, Canucks fans, there's what I like, there's what I didn't like, there's one other thing. Let me know your thoughts. What did you like? What didn't you like? And tell me one other thing. Tell me about Connor McDavid. Tell me anything you want to in the comment section below. I will make sure that I read, react, and reply to the best of my ability. And I'll be going on to YouTube in about 15 minutes for my post-game live stream. So I hope you join me at 10 p.m. In the meantime, subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to, become a member of this channel if you'd like to. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great night. God bless, and go Canucks go.